All right, Tommy's whistle. Now, do you see, it was amazing. I just looked back and saw all the smiles on all your faces watching this young man perform. What inspiration Tom gave people is amazing. What he's done for you, what he's done for everybody in this room that is a performer, or a poet, or an artist, or a clown, or a mime, and you forgot one, Frankie, comedian. He did a great stand-up. And what we do as parents are just amazed at what our children can do. And the most important thing as parents is we can show them how proud we are of them and all their accomplishments, whatever they are. If it's graduating high school, that's a start. Or moving on to college, going into a trade school, picking up a profession, being a performer, enlightening people's lives, making people's wishes come true, being that shoulder to lean on, being that guy that if you had a problem, you can go and tell him that problem and he would give what he thought would be the best answer to help you in your situation. He would encourage all of you as best as he could to be the best that you are, always. And that's what I was very proud. I happen to be the later of the fathers, the dads, that helped. I knew Tom in his adult years, so I missed out on the young Tom. But the time that I spent with Tom and his mom, supporting his visions and dreams, and going to his events, every event that we could, going out of our way to go to these events, even if it was a 12-hour ride down to Atlanta on a Friday, and we stopped in Paducah, and stayed overnight in Paducah, and drove all the way down to Atlanta, and Mary's like, can we stop in Nashville? I'm like, no honey, we gotta go to Atlanta, man, we got a show to catch. We'll hit it on the way back, we'll do lunch. But we traveled that 12-hour drive, and why? To see 15 minutes of Tom dancing. But not just that. It was to see Tom in action and how much joy he brought people all over the country. This young man did that move. Everybody's going, oh yeah. Tom would be in the background shaking his fist going, oh, check it out. He'd be so proud of you. He'd be so proud of everybody in this room. But we, as parents, can be proud of all our accomplishments of all our children. Good or bad. We stand by them, whatever they choose to do. We have no control of what our children do. But we can encourage them and give them our love and our blessing and our support in every aspect that we can, regardless what it is. If it's dancing on a street corner or putting a smile on somebody's face by giving them a flower or giving a kid a little smiley to just say, hey, you know what? This is what we're all here for. We're all here to smile. So all those smiles that you just gave watching this young man perform is making him smile big time. But he is laughing right now because he's like, haha, Doug, I shocked you. You didn't get a venue big enough for this one. Well, we're working on another venue, and we're working on Tom's, what Tom really wanted, and that was to show his art and his love, and have a Dancers Memorial. So let's get everybody that touched Tom's life, from you hula hoopers, to you guys that spin around on the floor real fast, to you guys that do the crazy digit thing, and everything like that. We're gonna celebrate Tom's life in another moment, but right now it's just a good time to come together where Tom's roots were, here in Lombard, where he was a force even as a young individual, making the newspapers about some crazy vampire game that Scott mentioned, and it's just being a person that people can look up to and say, you know what, I know that guy. And it's so bizarre that so many people have come up and said, you know, I didn't realize, but I knew your stepson. I used to see him out there. I used to see the joy and the happiness that he used to bring people. What a great kid. And I'm like, yeah, something to be proud of, you know? And he made everybody, especially me and Mary and Scott and Tom, very proud of all his actions that he did. It's just amazing the support that we've gotten so far. And to go at that event that we were at last Sunday at the Yoga Chicago, and to see the outpour of love, and just to hear the stories of just the little things that if one of you girls or guys had a problem with, I'm having a problem doing this routine, you could do it. I don't think I could do it. And he would enforce positivity and creativity. He gave so much energy for everybody else because he wanted you guys all to succeed. And what we need to do is keep Tom's spirit alive, okay? And be proud. And live your life and keep a little piece of PYT, PYTs, PWTs, thanks Mary, with you in some facet in your life. If you're down, look up and say, Tom, what am I going to do? WWTD, what would Tom do? Well, you all know the answers because he's going to give you the answers in some way. He'll give you the answers of what you do. Recently, a couple years ago, I lost a really good friend, and I got a prayer card. And just thinking about Tom's passing, and I'm thinking about the words that were said in this prayer card, and I'd like to share them with you. So just remember, keep him with you always, one way or another. Okay. Remember the good we shared. Take time to celebrate me. Remember the joy and the love we shared. And do not cry for me. I know that I will miss you, and you will miss me too. But take some time to smile for me when you are sad or feeling blue. As you hold me in your memory, even though we are apart, my spirit will live on forever in your heart. Plainwhite Tom, we loved you. We all loved you, and your spirit will always live with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Doug. Everyone sitting on over by the piano, we actually have to ask you to move over a little bit.